Hey there, this is Andrew bringing you another Keyforge deck reveal and review. Dark Tidings here. What are we going to get? Let's see what side of the... I think this is right. Alright. So here we have Quartus of Khansgate. I'm thinking we're going to get Saurian, Sanctum, and Star Alliance. I got one right, Saurian. And then we got Untamed and Shadows. 1 second here. All right. I am thinking Untamed, I'm hoping for a lot of Amber Burst. Shadows, I'm hoping for a lot of Amber too. A lot of it in the form of Steel. Um, some damage, some spray damage. In Untamed, getting a good Key Frog in fighting setup, something like that could be really nice. And then in Saurian, I'm hoping for some board and Amber control. It's really hard. I feel like all Saurian in Mass Mutation and Dark Tidings just has to get compared to Worlds Collide Saurian, which is absurd, and then feels less than. But sometimes it's quite good, even if it's just not quite up to that standard. All right, so let's see what we get. We should be starting in Saurian. All right, Imperial Road has a possibility of speeding us up a little bit if we get it early. Omni play a Saurian creature that keeps our hand flowing a little more. This one has a damage pip on it. That's fine. Yeah. Tertiate, good board control here. It's a rare. It has an amber, and it says destroy 1/3 of all enemy creatures and 1/3 of all friendly creatures, rounding up each time. Very nice board control. Selective. We got a Paraguardian. It's a big creature and it can ward something important potentially. Oh, and with Altruist Rostrum, you could even conceivably be in a situation where it makes sense to reap with Paraguardian, ward its neighbors, and then just move the amber from it to an enemy creature. That could be great. Got 2 Altruist Rostrums. Wow. And then Carpe Venom, which lets us exalt 2 enemy creatures. Sensor Philo, which can't be dealt damage by creatures with amber on them. That's cool with the Venom and the Rostrums. Like, we could potentially make it so that nobody could fight Philo, but how will we make that matter? That's the question. Okay. Oh, Consul Primus. More ways to move amber around. Great, and we're going to get a capture icon somewhere. Quartus and Octavia, capture 2. I mean, it's interesting, right? Like, Quartus and Octavia with 2 Altruist Rostrums effectively says action steal 2. I mean, it's a 3-card combo, but the Rostrums are probably going to stay there, so it makes Octavia a much better card. Got 2 of those. Nice. And they're big 5-power bodies. That's not bad. Faust can exalt a creature when it's played, and it also makes keys cost +1 for your opponent for each of your creatures with amber on it. That's pretty good here. All right. I like it. 2 Fausts. Nice. All right, yeah, I like this Saurian. All right, let's see what we get in Shadows. Start with Miasma Bomb. That's where the damage enhancement came from, I suppose. It's an artifact. It can make your opponent skip their Forge a Key step, but it's slow, right? You have to play it in the at some point long ago before you need it, and then you have to go Shadows on the turn that you're going to do it. It's a little iffy. 2 of them. Oh, by the way, just really quick going over the Saurian. Interesting, there's just not a ton of ways to capture. The Octavias can capture, those are great, but other than that, not a lot of ways to capture. So we're really going to, I guess the Fausts are really going to be our main amber control there. Those Miasma Bombs, very interesting. Old Bruno, okay, now this is some capture, right? Elusive and play capture 3, solid. Whisper, always an interesting card. I know the math of paying amber to kill something, and you could have reaped, so you're really paying 2 amber, is not very enticing. But on the flip side, if you're in a situation where you really need to kill a particular creature, maybe it's worth it. Capture icon is on this Whisper as well, so that lets us put amber where we would like. We've got cement shoes to potentially raise the tide, but we haven't seen a single effect so far that cares about the tide. So may just not matter much here. Hard Simpson does care about the tide. Yeah. Potentially get a little steal in here. Her Wallop, very nice with the Hard Simpson. Together they give you a steal. Yeah. Got a Scooped, very nice. Very nice. 2 Scooped, I loved it. I love it. We got a Sea Urchin for a little extra steal here. That's great. A Seeker Needle. Seeker Needle is great with the Hard Simpson. It's also good with Sea Urchin. Lot to love there. We've got a Shoulder Id to protect something. Maybe the Faust, that'd be great. Maybe protect the old Bruno, protect the Consul Primus. Yeah, there's some good options. All right, so that's some interesting stuff in Shadows. I like it. It's a decent Shadows package. And then let's see what we get in Untamed. We're going to start with Piranha Monkeys. This is a rare that has 2 power and play Reap, deal 2 damage to each other creature. So it's going to be kind of devastating when it comes out. Potentially, you can get a steal off the Hard Simpson when you play it, just depending on the situation in general. Ooh, Instrument of Silence gives a creature skirmish and fight gain 1. That's very nice. See, now that's something where you put that on the Sensor Philo, and you're pretty happy with that. A 5 power skirmish fight gain 1. That's pretty good. Oh, Waste Not. Action with an amber that destroys a friendly creature, and then you draw cards equal to half that creature's power rounding up. So far, I think the most we have are 6s, right? Shoulder Id, Paraguardian is a 6. A lot of 3s and 4s, some 5s, which would count as a 6, right? You draw 3 cards. So that's fun. Oh, another Waste Not. That's really fun. Nice. It's possible, by the way, that you ward a creature and then do this on that creature, right? And the creature doesn't die. You just pop the ward to draw a bunch of cards. That's cool. Oh, Assert Dominance. Great. Get to ready and use a creature with ready and fight with a creature, and it gets skirmished. That's really nice. We've got a Chelonia here. This got the damage off the second Miasma Bomb. Chelonia is a 2-power beast in which with elusive, and after you play another creature, if the tide is high, you gain 1. So we only have the 1 tide raising effect, but depending on the situation, this could be worth raising the tide. Very nice. Got another Chelonia. Excellent. Ooh, a Deepwater Groon. 2 bonus amber off of that. I mean, you have both Chelonias in this. Now, Chelonia is so interesting because compared to Hunting Witch, it's you have to have the tide be high, so that's a little bit of a downside. But the elusive makes it much harder to kill. Of course, Piranha Monkeys will kill it right away, but you just have to play things in the right order. And if you have your Chelonias out, Piranha Monkeys might just be a discard. But yeah, getting to play Deepwater Groon for 4 or something like that, just so great. Another Deepwater Groon, wow. It's a pretty quick ramp there. I don't think we're getting a Key Frog though. Yeah, because we got Reaper Sow here, which can either give a creature, give a plus 3/+1 power counters among your creatures, which actually could make a Chelonia really really tough, or you just ready and reap with a friendly creature. And I'm trying to think which ones I'd be really thrilled about doing that with. Maybe Paraguardian. That's about it. Oh, we got another Reaper Sow here. All right. And then lastly, a Way of the Pixie, which is an upgrade that gives a creature Reap gain 1. Now you want to put that on a different creature than the Instrument of Silence, but that's pretty cool. So, we have actually quite a lot of Amber generation in this Untamed, I think. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, uh, I mean, that's like kind of the low end estimate, but we're almost certainly going to do better than that. So, like those will probably each get us one. So yeah, pretty good amber generation here. Some decent amber control. I like the Faust. I like having something to taunt, some wards. Um, yeah, and I think this deck is probably I'm gonna say I think its sash should be something like 74. It's really just struggling in the efficiency area, but actually the waste knots give us a shot at that too. So um, I think it's pretty good. I'm going to guess that it's a 74. And let's see what the computer says. 67. That's ridiculous. It's way better than that. I mean, it does not have a key cheat, so I can see how that would detract from it a little bit. It doesn't disrupt the speed. Yeah, it's not super high speed, but it's pretty good. Yeah, a lot high E, 26E according to SAS. 13A. So I mean, it's a pretty balanced deck. It's just yeah, not a lot of efficiency. Anything but the miasma bombs. That's really the thing if I could trade anything, I'd get rid of the miasma bombs. But anyway, that was Quartus of Khansgate. Thanks for watching, and hope you get out there and forge some keys.